This is Graham Hancock on special assignment with Michael Savage reporting from the field. Today we're examining the question of what happened. What created Johnny Jihad? What were the forces that molded this unfortunate man's life? Here we attempt to demonstrate what happened, the reasons.
We now take you to the imaginary home of the boy Taliban. In A Day in the Life of the Boy Taliban, Johnny Jihad, Fairfax, California, a town without pity. And we imagine a scene such as this may have occurred. Little boy Taliban has just soiled his diaper. He has then picked up the diaper and said, "Doo-doo," and smeared it on the wall.
Oh, Johnny, what did you do?
Doo-doo.
Johnny, that is... Oh, honey.
How dare you interfere with our son's creative abilities, you chauvinist pig.
Oh, God.
Don't you realize that's as good as any Renoir? Our son is destined to be a great artist. But if you don't stop interfering, he'll end up in the gutter. Besides, it's a rental. Let those bourgeois pigs take care of the mess.
Next scene I would imagine would be Johnny Boy in school being asked to do the Pledge of Allegiance. Although in Fairfax, California, the pledge has been banned since the Civil War, we would imagine at some point in his early days of schooling, he might have been asked to do the Pledge of Allegiance.
I refuse to do the Pledge of Allegiance. My mother says I don't have to. You know, I'm not going to waste my time pledging my allegiance to a bunch of dead old white men. Besides, this is a pig nation. Who wants to be a part of it anyway?
Oh, in the next scene, the teacher turns him on to smoking pot.
Johnny.
Teach, what's happening, dude?
Are you still smoking those Lucky Strikes?
Yeah, it's all I can afford, man.
Come on over here. Let me expand your horizons.
Whoa.
Little Kuna Gold for you.
Kona Gold, huh? I'll take some of that.
The next scene is, of course, a hardened convict from San Quentin who's out on work release, and his work is teaching children multiculturalism.
When you're incarcerated, you begin to understand that there is a general oppression that exists in our country.
Right on, brother.
And what we need is liberation from that oppression.
Tell 'em how it is.
And when you find a higher state of consciousness connected to the greater source
You go on.
of understanding,
Get it on.
that is a point of time at which your mind is liberated and the shackles of intellectual control are thrown off. And you're able to function on a higher level, being free from the laws and the conscience.
Next scene is he's in Tamiskal High School, a school for special troublemakers. He's trying to grow corn. He puts the corn on the ground and steps on it with his foot.
Dude, I don't know why I should have to water this corn. I mean, it's natural, you know? I put it in the ground, I cover it with the soil, let nature do the rest. It's really taking me down that I have to do so much work in order to create my food, man. I don't know. My mom never raised me to do this kind of thing. Help me. I'm completely lost.
How about Johnny's first date?
Johnny, what's the matter with you? Why won't you kiss me? Don't you like me?
Oh, you have germs. You're a girl, and...
What, you don't like girls? What's your problem?
I hate my mother. So, can't you have more sensitivity for me? I'm going through something really difficult.
How about we take you to Johnny Jihad's cousin in Berkeley, California?
There's no actual released evidence that links Osama bin Laden to this.
Seems to be genetic.
Our parents taught us not to hit when we were young, not to hit back, and that's exactly what we're doing.
After being indoctrinated by the liberal left, Johnny had one final discussion with his father that sent him running off to the side of the Taliban.
Regarding the USS Cole, Johnny, I just think it was downright wrong.
Oh, you've got to be kidding, Dodd. That was a completely justifiable act of self-defense on behalf of the Yemen people. Oh, I can't take this anymore, dudes. I'm going off to war. I'm going to fight imperialism and greed and corporate control. I can't take it anymore.
It is uncertain what motivated Johnny Jihad to go off to war to take the side of the enemy. But here, Michael, is a final addendum to this story. Last week, just hours before Taliban and Al-Qaeda prisoners began their uprising in the northern Afghan fortress of Kalajangi, CIA agents interviewed Johnny Jihad. The interrogation, which took place shortly before one of the agents, Michael's man, was killed, was videotaped by an Afghan cameraman. There you have it up to this point. Back to you, Michael Savage.